any sort of support or cushioning. They're packable seats. But the big problem with the front seats as the driver is that I have absolutely nowhere to put my left leg. Snyder, my left leg is smashed between the door and the steering wheel. You didn't get these options. And the steering wheel. I cannot move it. My foot is now off of the clutch pedal. And to have it off the clutch pedal, I just have to lift my foot up. I have nowhere else to move my foot. I cannot lift my leg up out of the way to move my foot off of the clutch pedal. I just have to hold it in the upright position or down in the clutch and engage position. These are my two options. Driving this thing is painful. Now that we're at highway speeds and shifting is not needed imminently, I'm going to try to move my clutch foot. Nope, impossible. It is stuck here. My ankle will remain on fire. This video is sponsored by Factor. Factor makes ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. All you have to do is pick. It's so freaking windy out here. All you have to do is pick your meal. In my case, Baja shrimp. It's seafood. I've never had seafood from Factor before. I forgot to get a fork.
So we know that now that Simmer posted about this and that. We don't care about it. Just trying to have a good time, guys. He's not here for a little bit of fun. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna talk. It's just a Sunday live. We're gonna talk random stuff. That's about it.
Hey guys, Tyler here. Indiana, northwestern Miami County.
What do I have today? Just that therapy appointment.
Guys, 1 month ago, I bought this military Humvee and attempted to drive it 1,500 miles. The problem is, we failed. But now, we are back in Cedar City, Utah. We got upgrades into it, and we are going to continue to drive all the way back to Cedar. Make it? Probably not.
That's it. 4 Cokes and 2 candy bars I bought.
I'm not sure we could do that.
Oh, hard years.
Time we went to Home Depot for a roof. It works pretty well, but the windows, they'll get ready to fly through and get ready to hit us in the face as we drove down the interstate. But we did a little fancy with it. Convertible Humvee. Now all we gotta do is start putting back better stuff on. So what I'm thinking is we'll lift it up. You walk over there, I'll walk over here. Ooh, that's good. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's off by a lot. See what the windshield on this side? Then you're getting curious, we'll watch your YouTube video. Touch a half inch on the vehicle itself.
Oh.
You see? We gotta shorten this roll bar a half an inch for the roof to fit.
How's everyone doing? Thanks. Yeah. He just found out earlier that Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future passed away at the age of 94. Oh, when did that happen? Huh. Yeah, it's just having fun right now.
In the most recent episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, we finally get an answer to how Jax actually got all of these keys. For those who don't know, Jax claimed to have the keys to everybody's room all the way back in episode 1. And there were a lot of theories about how Jax got these keys. Some fans speculated that Jax was actually some sort of hacker and
Wow, that's not bad.
NASA tries to ensure space food is as much like process begins.
We're making spaghetti with meat sauce.
It's only when it gets back to the NASA lab things change.
Thank you.
Spaghetti and meat
Okay.
sauce are 250 options that the astronauts can choose from. And all of them forensically prepared.
There we go. But yeah, this is just for fun, guys. So this is just a fun channel. Started the channel almost 9. Started the channel over 10, almost 10 years, almost over 8 years ago. Just for fun.
Because $10,000 would last each 1 pound serving to the astronauts. NASA can wait.
So he's having some fun right now. That's all I'm doing. I think someone's subscriber count might be a little off. But yeah, I do a lot of YouTube for fun. I mean, yes, guys, eventually the cartoon will be coming out eventually.
Miles away, an orbital signal. NASA by removing 97% of the water.
I'm just killing time right now. That's all I'm doing right now. Just killing some time. That looks like something I wouldn't mind watching. I'm just relaxing, having fun.
Each portion now weighs 1 ounce. Cost of transport $660. 1,300 miles away, an orbital signals resupply module is being built.
Right now we're just having fun, relaxing. That's about it.
They're very popular on Orbit.
Each apple is worth its weight in gold to transport.
As you can see, we're only sending 3 apples. So you may think that's unfair because we have 6 people on Orbit. They may have to share.
For this launch, the precious cargo is
More oranges than apples? That makes no sense.
Honestly.
3 apples, but a whole bag of oranges. That seems unfair. More oranges than apples.
Less than a kilometer away from us now.
2 days later, and the groceries are arriving.
We're getting ready to birth the Cygnus 1 vehicle. All right, looks really good. Perfect. All right.
What was food?
Food and mail.
Surprise treats and their families.
Food and mail.
Wow, look at that. Tortilla.
My goal is just to get 5,000. My goal, actually, start small, then work up. My goal is to get 5,000 subscribers first. You get a PO box and do merch again. I used to have a PO box, used to do merch. It's just the PO box is too expensive. So, my goal is to get 5,000 subscribers. I'll get a PO box again and start doing merch again. And my merch is mostly a handwritten letter or a typed up letter by me with a typewriter or whatever I got. But yeah, a play button is, for me, a play button would be extra because, you know, I only have one. I'm also working on my own cartoon as well. I'm working on about 10 cartoons technically, and 3 of the cartoons are. I'm working on my 3rd cartoon right now. The script for my 3rd cartoon to be finished with. But there is one thing you need to know, though. Nope, I only have YouTube. And yes, I do have Facebook, but I'm only on Facebook once a month because I'm not really into Facebook. But I used to do TikTok. I do Twitch. I do Twitch once in a while. I play GTA or Forza Horizon on Twitch, but that's about it. And it's like off and on. But no, I don't have Discord. No, I mostly have YouTube. I also do YouTube. Me and a colleague had this idea to do something funny, which I tried doing it. I'm not going to do it, but if I ever do get a chance to do what I really want to do, I will. I have 2 seasons. I have an on season, I have an off season. From spring to fall is my on season. Wintertime, I'm off. I don't really do much. I'm always on every day. I'm on every single day. The wintertime, it slows down. Since spring has officially started now, we'll be doing more videos. Like tomorrow, we're going to the diner. This year, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursday, we go to the diner every morning for breakfast. We have breakfast or we have coffee. Some Fridays, we go to the diner too. Wednesday, the diner's closed, but we go to the diner. We go to the diner 4 times a week, just for the fun of it. Sometimes we go to the diner. Sometimes we go to the diner 3 to 4 times a week, just for the fun of it, and do videos. Wednesdays, the diner's closed. Friday, the diner's open, but Wednesdays and Fridays, I actually work, so you know that's happening. Also, it's getting close to that time of year again where I have to go back to my volunteer job at the local zoo. So yeah, that's gonna be schedule changes a little bit, but not much. But I do videos for you guys because I know you guys make me do. All the videos I do and stuff for you guys. You guys understand how hard it's to make me do some of these videos, and some of these videos cost money. And yes, wow, I'm in Michigan where it freezes a lot. Actually, I have a colleague of mine that actually is from the Philippines. He goes to the Philippines twice a year. I'm not going to say his name because I don't really talk to him anymore. We haven't talked to each other since we graduated high school. But yeah, that's what I heard. He's going in for back surgery or something like that. Back surgery or something. I haven't seen him in months. Actually, trust me. The thing is, though, you want to know something funny? Teacher didn't know it. I pissed off a teacher. I pissed off one of my school teachers real bad that they still don't know it. But I put 2 videos out about how bad they are, and they're so old videos. They're so buried in the files you can't find them. She doesn't know. She'll never find out. I mean, I have some videos on my channel that I'm proud to do, some videos I'm not proud I did. What? I mean, Tyler, please remember to. Sorry, he's reading text. Okay, Rich, I don't care right now, Richard. That's for tomorrow. That's remember to come. Hey, good Tyler, good news. Oh, he is. Oh, yay, he's back in town. Yippee! Okay, I haven't seen him in a while. He came back from Florida finally. That's good to know. Yeah, a friend of mine a friend of mine's back to school. Space lunch. Five weeks ago. Yeah, like I said, guys, I do so many videos and stuff. It's hard to remember what I do half the time. But come on, the Philippines have some stuff that you can't get in the U.S. Like they're at the bat. Okay.
In this video, I'm trying the most popular school lunches in the world, and while some were delicious,
That was one of the best bites I've ever had in my life.
others were not so good. I can't tell what looks worse, us or the food. Starting in North America and the United States, where the typical school lunch is dino nuggets, mashed potatoes, fresh fruit and vegetables, and chocolate milk. I remember eating this exact school.
I don't. Okay, you see here. That's a joke. That's a joke. So yeah, we're just having some fun right now. We're just gonna relax, have some fun, and that's pretty much about it. I mean, now the question I always get asked the same question all the time. I get asked the same question. Do you live now? If you're new to the channel and you always ask this question, do you live in Detroit? No, I do not. I live closer to I do not live in Detroit. I live closer to Kalamazoo than Detroit. Because people say, "Oh, you're from Michigan. That means you live near Detroit." No, I do not. Detroit's about 2-3 hours from here by car. About 3 hours by car. 2-3 hours by car. I'm actually closer to Kalamazoo, Michigan, than Detroit. So yeah, right now it's quite chilly in here. I know it was nice and warm today. Actually, it was at 60 degrees today. 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It got real. When it gets still in my room, I put the fan on to get the air cleaned in because I don't have a proper, it doesn't get. I'm not here for fun. Everything says for the chat. I'll answer anyone's questions. It's just for fun. We're just having fun right now watching TV. Just watching random stuff online, listening to random comments and stuff. A friend of mine who I haven't seen in a few months is back in town, according to what the Texas got says. And our goal is to get 5,000 subscribers. And I do a video daily, so I do videos daily. So yeah, today we're doing the PC. Tomorrow might be in the tablet and the phone. I didn't charge them this weekend, so right now they're charging right now. And yeah, I got moderators that do their job properly, and we do gaming on this channel sometimes too. I mean, if it's important, if a certain thing, we do things. I mean, 5,000 subscribers, so I can get a PO box to the channel. Start doing merch again. People start sending me stuff. I start doing unboxing videos again. Start sending merch out, and I do all my merch by hand. It's all handwritten letters, or it's a drawing of something. Who knows? Or it might be a picture. Who knows? But all my hand merch is done by hand. So yeah, I used to do this for fun. So yeah, depends on this and that, but yeah, I mean, after you get 5,000 subscribers, just getting a play button is the holy grail for any YouTuber. All YouTubers want the same thing: a play button. Just getting a play button is everyone's potential goal is get a play button. I mean, I know everyone wants a play button. I want a play button too. My goal is to get one eventually, but I don't know how many years it's going to take to get a play button. But my first goal is to get 5,000 subscribers so I can get a PO box, start doing merch again. I mean, making money on YouTube, get a play button, making money on YouTube. That's goals too. But my first goal is to get 5,000 subscribers and see how that works out. As numbers go up, 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 and up, the better. But I'm just doing this for fun. I mean, I also got a couple cartoons I like to upload to YouTube, make my own stuff, put on YouTube eventually. And if I do, that'd be nice. But you gotta take your time, piece by piece, little by little. Like day by day, piece by piece, little by little, eventually you'll reach your goals. I mean, I'm not bad as Chris Fix, though. Chris Fix was the one that... Chris Fix, he did some crazy stuff. He worked 16 hours a day on YouTube and never stopped. I mean, I know one YouTuber that, I'm not going to say their name, they did a video once a week, did good, until something happened, they lost it all. They started a company, actually at the same time, before they lost it all, they started a company on one of their websites recently. The company is doing good still. I actually got some of their items. I got 6 of their items. I got a hanky, a hat, 2 posters I can't show you, a shirt, and that's about it. The shirt's a little too short, a little too tight on me, so I can't wear it. I wish I could live stream. I wish I could live stream, but I can't try to live stream. Oh. You have to have at least 100 subscribers before you can even do a live stream. That's the rules. You have to have at least 100 subscribers to even do a live stream. Well, I mean, I just started doing live streams a year or two ago. I do a lot of pre-record stuff as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm a variety channel. I do things on the channel from A to Z. I mean, I do things from art, anime, to going to the zoo. So I do a lot of stuff. No, they changed it to 100. A couple years ago, they changed it to 100. Okay. Okay. Jacker Reavers Pro. Yeah, well, like I said, you'll be surprised, but yeah, I mean, okay, I'm sorry if I butchered it, but yeah, I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do here is run a nice YouTube channel. What I can do. I mean, I do everything this channel from A to Z. Like I said, I even do reaction videos. Recently, we did a reaction video on the Amazing Digital Circus episode 8 last week. That video has already passed episode 7 of the Amazing Digital Circus already within a couple days. But, I work my butt off. I mean, I watch a lot of different YouTubers every day. I mean, thanks. I'm trying to help you out too a little bit. I mean, I'll see what I can do for you. Now, before you yell at me, I only know one word in Tagalog. And this is kind of funny. The friend of mine who lives in the Philippines, wasn't from the Philippines, he went to school, he was doing something, and he said, I'm this. And I said, would you be more? It was so funny because this is true. This is a true story. My friend, who is from Tagalog, is from the Philippines, was in school, says, I'm a grizzly bear. I said, wouldn't you be more of an oso? And everyone looked at me like I was crazy. He said, you're right. And then he started speaking to me, and I said, that's the only word I know in Tagalog. It's one word. He said, how do you know that? I looked it up. Because he was scratching himself like, he said, I'm a grizzly bear. I said, wouldn't you be more like an oso? And yeah, that's funny. I don't know. I didn't watch the race today because I don't got Fox Sports 1. I was doing other things today. Today's a Sunday, lazy day. Tomorrow, going to the zoo. No. Sorry, tomorrow I'm going to the diner tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to the diner. The zoo will be opening up in a few weeks. That I can confirm. They'll be opening up sometime in May. I got told by I got told by a person that the zoo opens up around May. That's what I got told.
Here we are in the U.S. laboratory. Again, this is a laboratory with science experience on all of the walls here. All sorts of stuff that we do. And one of the things we
Also, spring break starts. Spring break starts tomorrow, so we get do more videos.
we need to do that because we lose bone density and muscle mass while we're up here, and that's a result of not having to fight against gravity. So, how we keep ourselves in shape are with a bike, a treadmill.
I'm not, but school is. Remember, I work. I graduated from school years ago.
Pedals. So all you need to do is actually clip your feet in, and then you can start pedaling. You don't need a seat because you don't sit down. Actually, I haven't sat down for 6 months now, so you don't need any type of seat. Just make sure you're held in.
It was.
See that the bike bounces around a little bit as I move it.
I don't remember. Actually, I don't think we had dinner. I don't think I was.
The wall firmly. And the reason for that.
I don't know.
The space station is pretty big. You saw that there's also solar arrays on the space station. If we start putting any forces into the space station, it's going to make those solar arrays bounce around a little bit. So.
I don't remember right for dinner actually.
The machines bounce around.
Oh, that's right. I don't know what. Actually, no. I didn't have dinner. I had lunch. I went to bed.
All right, a little farther on. Come on. I'm here with my two buddies in the airlock. Actually, these are two spacesuits that are ready, primed up to go outside, as we call it, to go do a spacewalk in case we have to do anything outside. Some of the things we do outside are just like inside repairs. We have a lot of electrical boxes and machinery and solar arrays, in fact, that I talked about earlier, that are outside, and sometimes they don't work quite right. Remember, space is really cold and really hot, and it's also the vacuum of space with no pressure, and so some of the equipment doesn't work well all the time. So we might have to go out and do a spacewalk. Right behind me is actually the hatch that you go out into space, and right now we have it filled up with a couple other spaces because we've got 4 of them up here and some of our tools. But right behind here is the hatch in which you actually go right outside into the vacuum of space. The spacesuit is pretty big, as you can see. It's like being a football player. Part of the reason it's so big and bulky is because of the backside, this backpack. It's like going on a hike with a backpack, but the backpack and the suit weighs about 300 pounds. Luckily, in space, nothing really weighs anything, so you don't feel that it's so heavy. But we need to have such a big suit because that guy back there is essentially the heart of the space.
Oh.
This I call this actually a spacecraft.
Mr. Shirley passed away from Back to the Future, I got told recently.
It also has a heating and cooling system to make sure to regulate our body temperatures while we're outside. It also has a computer, so it tells you on a display here if there's anything that is going wrong with the suit, if we're running out of oxygen, if we have too much carbon dioxide, or any type of electrical problem. So it's a pretty awesome little spacecraft. And,
Yeah, I heard Chuck Norris passed away too. Yeah, I did 2 videos on that.
Spacecraft a couple times, and it worked like a charm. Lucky that it works very nice.
Yeah, I heard a few people. Yeah, Chuck Norris passed away about a week ago, which we did a video on that, 2 videos on that already, 2 shorts on that already, and some other things.
So you can see what it looks like inside.
Yeah, it's sad though, but you know, he was 86 years old. Yeah, everyone was surprised though, because I was surprised too. There was no Chuck Norris would survive, which. Ooh, they must be in a hurry for something. Pizza in space. That's the holy grail of food in space is oh,
Tube food. In the very first
okay, that's interesting. The holy grail of food is pizza in space. Actually,
Hello, everyone. I'm gonna
oh, okay, I'm gonna watch this. We're just gonna watch random stuff, guys. The yeah, it's not.
tube food. In the very first space missions, astronauts ate their food from metal tubes.
I'll be back in this. Actually, I had done that before too. It doesn't taste that damn bad if you warm it properly. It doesn't taste that bad. Okay, I'm back. I had to double check something. Okay, we're back. What if I try to actually get something beautiful? Yeah, right. Chance of me doing that is like 50-50, but yeah, just having some fun right now.
Similar to tube containers, press out mashed meals like beef, vegetables, or applesauce straight to their mouths. The texture was very gooey and astronauts disliked it, but it worked well because nothing could float away in space, which kept things clean and safe in zero gravity. John Glenn, the first American to eat in space in 1962, had applesauce from a tube and said it was not bad, even though it wasn't delicious. Today, tube food is mostly used by Russians. They still pack some foods like cottage cheese and soups this way. Freeze-dried food. Freeze-dried food is still one of the most common forms of space food since its introduction during Project Gemini in the 1960s as an improvement over the tube system. Freeze-drying reduces the food's weight due to the removal of most of the water in it and increases its shelf life to 25 years or more. The downside is the need to rehydrate the food with precise amounts of water and to carefully prevent crumbs from floating in the spaceship. NASA experimented with freeze-dried ice cream during the Apollo missions, but astronauts disliked them, and today they're mostly sold in space museums. Thermostabilized food. Similar to canned food, thermostabilized food allows astronauts to eat straight from the pouch without adding any water or changing its texture due to the preheating of the food in a process called retort. The heating kills harmful bacteria and extends the shelf life of the food without the need for a fridge. Some astronauts still heat the pouches to improve the taste. Due to the limited water supply, this form of food is friendly to space and preferred by NASA. And many comfort foods like lasagna and chocolate pudding were created over the years. They also have fruits, beef tips with mushrooms, tomatoes, and eggplant. Drink powders. Astronauts
Ew, eggplant, yep.
filled with powdered drinks. They add water in space using a tube and mix it with the powder. They have a wide variety of drinks, ranging from coffee and tea to smoothies and fruit juices. Hot drinks like coffee sometimes come with powdered cream or sugar, depending on personal taste preferences. And the ISS even had its own espresso machine called ISS Espresso that was created in part by the Italian coffee company Lavazza. Some flavored drinks are sent in vacuum-sealed beverage pouches instead of powder. Bite-sized natural foods. Some of the foods sent to space are just regular dry foods like crackers or nuts that can be eaten in one bite without leaving any crumbs. Some bite-sized foods are coated with gelatin to prevent crumbling. This is also why M&Ms are very popular on the ISS, as their candy coating makes them ideal for space consumption. And they were officially approved as space food in 1981. NASA struggled for years with creating a good space bread that has no crumbs, until a Mexican astronaut asked for a tortilla in his food supply. The agency found its solution. They discovered that commercial food manufacturers had already created tortillas with a shelf life long enough for space, and NASA began sourcing proteins from specialized food companies for space missions. Rehydratable food. This is a newer kind of freeze-dried food that's sold in strong plastic bags and meant for foods like oatmeal, soups, or pasta. Each bag has a valve where astronauts inject hot water. After waiting a few minutes, they squish the bag to mix it up, cut it open, and eat it with a spoon. Rehydratable food is very lightweight. It takes up little space. Russian space food. Russian astronauts called cosmonauts have their own space food. They often use canned meals or metal tubes with foods like borscht, cottage cheese, or meat puree. And sometimes they even get small servings of caviar for special holidays. Soviet space food was the first to go up in the 1960s, and Russian cosmonauts were also pioneers in fresh food production in space. By the mid-1970s, cosmonauts on the Salyut Space Research Station were able to grow fresh food, such as tomatoes, coriander, and cucumbers from their orbital space gardens, and they were also the first to have a sip of alcohol in orbit, set up to celebrate the birthday of one of their crew. 3D printed food. One of the future concepts NASA is working on for food production in both space travel and Moon or Mars colonies is 3D food printing, which in theory could become the main method of making food in space. Instead of carrying lots of heavy packaged food, astronauts could use long-lasting powders and gels as food to print out a much wider variety of fresh and personalized dishes. If astronauts grow plants or even insects in space, those could also be turned into ink cartridges for the 3D printer. NASA has funded several successful tests, including the first printed pizza in 2013. But these machines are still prototypes, and none has yet passed the long safety checks needed before astronauts can use them on the ISS. Space-grown food. Space agencies have successfully raised plants in orbit since the 1960s, when the Soviet Union grew wheat, peas, and onions aboard the Vostok 2. By the 1980s, cosmonauts on Salyut and Mir stations even managed to harvest seeds that grew into a second generation. Living plants could complete their life cycle in space. The breakthrough moment came in 2015, when astronauts on the ISS grew red romaine lettuce and ate it with olive oil and balsamic vinegar, making it the first official space-grown meal. Beyond nutrition, caring for plants also helps astronauts feel happy and less stressed. In the future, NASA and ESA want to build inflatable greenhouses on the Moon, on Mars, using local soil mixed with fertilizer. Scientists have even tested potatoes in fake Martian dirt, though water remains a major challenge. Future missions may pair plant farming with insects for protein, and the ultimate goal is a fully closed-loop farm where everything is recycled. Plant waste feeding bacteria or fish, which then help new plants grow. A system that could feed crews on very long missions. Fresh food and snacks. Every few months, NASA gives astronauts a break from packaged foods and sends them some fresher foods like apples, oranges, carrots, or candy bars. Because fresh food doesn't last long, it's eaten quickly and often shared. One astronaut said she cried happy tears when she got a fresh grapefruit after months without anything juicy. Fermented and cultured foods. Both fermented and cultured foods are being studied as better future space food options. Fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, or pickles are harder to safely send to space because they spoil faster, and their live microbes must be carefully controlled. In a recent study from April 2025, fermented miso paste was successfully produced on the International Space Station, marking the first food deliberately fermented outside Earth. The space miso was said to have a stronger, nuttier flavor than on Earth. Cultured meat, also known as lab-grown meat, is real meat grown from a small sample of animal cells in special tanks. These cells can form new muscle tissue, making meat without raising or killing animals. In theory, astronauts could use this method to grow enough meat to feed a crew from just a tiny starter sample of cells. Scientists are also developing lab-grown dairy, eggs, fish, and even other materials, which could support long-term space missions. Closed-loop food system. This highly futuristic idea suggests a fully circular approach to food production and consumption, where everything on the spaceship is being recycled to feed another part, almost like a mini Earth inside a spaceship or a Mars base. Everything from leftovers to even human waste will be recycled into food in this system, using bacteria that can break these down into edible materials like powders or protein paste. Astronauts on the ISS already recycle most of their water, even turning breath and sweat back into drinking water. And scientists have already built test labs where people live for months in fully recycled.
That's interesting.
Since the start of human spaceflight, NASA has worked to improve the taste, texture, and shelf life of food for its crews. NASA food scientists are challenged with developing healthy menus that can meet all living